Just when the public and real estate agents are starting to get used to the rise in interest rates and shift in the housing market over the course of the last 2 years, along comes all of this mess with the National Association of Realtors that has been plastering the news feed for the last couple of months. I am both shocked and appalled by the misinformation that's been put out there, not by the fringe news sites, but by the major ones. All it's done is cause fear and confusion in the minds of the public, and all these news organizations traded fair and accurate reporting for sensationalistic headlines that have absolutely no basis in truth about what has just occurred. These class action lawsuits are not over, they're just starting. You're going to be hearing a lot more about them for years and years moving forward, and they're going to bring about some changes in the process that buyers, sellers, and their agents must use to conduct business. I feel that a huge part of my job is to interpret what's happening in the real estate market at any given time and to share with my clients and potential clients what I'm seeing and what I think will happen moving forward. My main job is not to open doors or stick a property in the multiple listing service. My job is to give you professional guidance and expert marketing as you make home purchases and sales that are vital to your lives and to your finances. You can choose anyone you want to help you with real estate with these life changes, and I want to be the guy you feel you can turn to who'll give you an honest answer based upon the facts, not just what you want to hear or what the media or your Uncle Joe might be telling you. I strive to be the person you turn to about what's really going on in housing today. Let me bring you up to speed. NAR is the main real estate association in America. Its members are known as realtors, not just licensed real estate agents, and are bound by a set of procedures and a code of ethics. NAR agreed to pay $418 million over 4 years as a settlement of a lawsuit that was brought about against it. I'll get into what the media is getting horribly wrong in a bit here, but here's what the settlement does mean. Starting in July, home buyers must enter into a written agreement with any agent that shows them a home prior to letting them enter the property. This agreement has to cover compensation to the agent should the buyer purchase the home. A home buyer may not see any property whatsoever without signing an agreement anymore, so there's no way around this for a buyer. Second, agents place their listings in the multiple listing service. This contains details about the property and showing instructions, as well as syndicates the property to many home search sites like Zillow and Realtor.com to assist with its marketing. Prior to the lawsuit, the MLS had stated cooperative compensation to the buyer's agent. For example, let's say a property was listed at 6% total commission. Usually a portion of that, let's say 2 or 3%, was offered in the MLS as guaranteed compensation to a buyer's agent. This all but eliminated the need for most buyer-broker agreements, written agreements with a buyer, although some agents in Florida still did use them. Sellers can and may continue to offer buyer-agent compensation, but the ruling dictates that the agents can no longer state what that amount is in the MLS. Where they can state it has not been clarified, but they can't do it in the MLS listing. That's it in a nutshell. It's not that big of a deal, and it just makes things somewhat more complicated for both home buyers and real estate agents. The lawsuit was brought under the guise of bringing more transparency to the real estate process, as well as in an effort to bring home prices down. And, as many of these cases are, to make a group of attorneys rich. From what I'm reading, buyers and sellers who have a claim to the settlement can expect a payout of between $21 and $27. The attorneys who brought the matter are walking away with tens of millions of dollars. That's the way these things go. One thing is for sure, it's not going to bring home prices down. In fact, it might make them go up in certain instances. Now, here's where the media has gone off the rails and is making the whole thing worse. The lawsuit did not end buyer-agent compensation, as the media got wrong. All it did was uncouple it from the listing commission. In Florida, the standard listing agreement with a seller was more transparent than in some states. It reads that a seller will pay X amount of commission, and of that amount, X amount will be a minimum amount that will be offered to a buyer's agent as compensation. Now, our conversations with a home seller will have to go like this moving forward. The listing fee that our broker charges for marketing the property is X%. You, as a seller, will need to decide what amount you want to offer to the agent that brings the buyer to your home. There is not, nor has there ever been, a standard fee for selling a home. You could sell it yourself for nothing. You could pay somebody $99 and put it in the MLS, and you can sell it by owner. There are low fee, no service, no marketing companies out there, as well as highly skilled marketers who can help you get top dollar for your home. I have a good, better, best menu for marketing services, which I've had for many years, so a home seller can pick the services they want, as well as what they want to offer the buyer's agent. With the way I've done business for years, all of this is really nothing new at all. But studies have shown time and time again that people who sell their home themselves or go with a discount broker end up netting less on the sale of their home, and they end up in a lot more lawsuits than they would have if they had the process handled professionally and the home marketed effectively. Most people don't do it themselves or use such services because they simply aren't effective. Believe me, discount brokers have tried and tried and tried. You end up doing all the work and netting less money at the end of the day if the home sells at all. Let's step back and use some common sense here. Would the chances of selling your home at all, much less for top dollar, be better or worse if you had thousands of agents sharing the property with their clients versus you offering a buyer's agent nothing and eliminating all those agents from the picture? The choice is yours, but the courts have spoken. But if your neighbor is offering a buyer's agent 2 or 3% to help sell the property and you're offering nothing, which house do you think is going to sell and which is likely to sell for more money? Agents who list properties for low amounts don't market homes effectively or at all. The money just isn't there to do so. It's an economic fact. What this ruling gives you as a buyer or seller is more choices. As a buyer, you're going to need to sign with some agent, so you should pick one who's not only highly skilled, but brings other options to the table. In addition to my 20 plus years of full time experience and many hundreds of home sales, I use my marketing skills to help buyers find off market properties to find the perfect home. Wouldn't it be great to find the perfect home with zero competition? It sure would. 49% of real estate agents in America sold zero or one home in 2023. Is that who you want helping with your home purchase or sale? As a seller, you and I will work together to come up with the best marketing plan to get your home sold in your time frame and to get it sold for top dollar. If you have any questions about all of this or about the home buying or selling process, I'm always here to help. Never any pressure. I just want to be a source of solid information for you so you can do what's best for you and your family. Call or text me anytime at 850-677-1630. Thanks for watching.